Hi friends, in today's session we will see numerical of our chapter Internal Combustion Engine. This is Faizan Kagti and I welcome you all to our lecture series of Basic Mechanical Engineering. So let's begin with our example number 1. So the question is displayed on your screen. As you can see, the following readings were taken during the test on a single cylinder 4-stroke oil engine. So the readings are: cylinder diameter is given, that is bore diameter small d is given 270 mm. Then stroke length, that is L is given 380 mm. Okay, the one thing you need to remember is that we need to convert millimeter into meter since we are working in SI system. So remember that. Okay, so cylinder diameter will become 0.27 meter. Similarly, stroke length L will become 0.38 meter. Then mean effective pressure, that is the pressure exerted by gas. So it is basically indicated mean effective pressure PIM, which is given 6 bar. Then after, engine speed is given, that is capital N is 250 rpm. Net load on a brake, that is force is given 1000 Newton. Effective diameter of a brake drum is given, that is capital D is given 1.5 meter. Fuel used is 10 kg per hour. Calorific value of a fuel is 44,400 kilojoule per kg. You need to calculate brake power, indicated power, mechanical efficiency and brake thermal efficiency. So as you can see, data is I already written, that is small d I have written 0.27 meter, L is 0.38 meter. Then PM, mean effective pressure, converting it into Pascal. Okay, so we know that 1 bar is equal to 10 raised to 5 Pascal, so we can write 6 into 10 raised to 5 Pascal. Capital N is equal to 350 rpm, as I told. F is equal to 1000 Newton. Then dB, that is a brake rope diameter 1.5. MF, that is mass of fuel is given 10 kg per hour is supplied. Okay, and CV is given 44,000 kilojoule per kg. So let's begin with our first calculation. So first of all, we are going to calculate indicated power. So what is the formula to determine indicated power? So we know that it is Plan by 60,000. Plan means PIMLAN by 60,000. Okay, so in this equation, plan, that is P means indicated mean effective pressure, which is given in the data. A means area, that is cross sectional area of a cylinder. L means stroke length, that is the distance from TDC to BDC. And small n is a number of power stroke per minute. So since we know that it is a 4-stroke engine, so we know that in one cycle there is 2 revolutions is going to take place, and in 2 revolutions 1 power stroke is generated. So according to that, we can say that number of power stroke small n is equal to capital N, that is engine speed upon 2, capital N by 2. So I have directly written n is equal to 175 in the equation. Okay, so substituting all the values, we can write that is pressure is written 6 into 10 raised to 5. Then we know area is, the area of a cylinder will be pi by 4 d square or pi r square, right? So I have written pi means 3.14 into 0.27 the whole square. Okay, now this 0.27 is a diameter, but corresponding to that I have divided by 4. So we can write it by 0.27 the whole square divided by 4. Okay, into stroke length, which is 0.38 into small n, that is 175 upon 60,000. So the final answer of indicated power is 38.075 kilowatt. Next, we need to determine brake power. So we know the formula of brake power is 2 pi nt by 60,000. So over here in this equation, we can directly substitute our value of engine speed, that is capital N, and torque, which is given. Now over here torque we have measured, that is torque is equal to force into radius, right? So force was given 1000 if you remember, and radius and diameter of a brake rope was given 1.5. So I have written directly the radius, that is 1.5 divided by 2, which means 0.75. So the equation is written as 2 into 3.14 into 350, that is capital N, into torque, which I have written F into R, that is 1000 into 0.75 divided by 60,000. So our final answer of brake power is 27.49 kilowatt. So this brake power is our output, which is a mechanical power available at IC engine crankshaft, whereas the input, that is indicated power, is a power generated inside a cylinder during a power stroke because of combustion. Remember that. Which means our input is IP and our output is brake power. So what will be the formula of efficiency? So we can say that efficiency, as we know, it is equal to output upon input. So output is our brake power and input is our indicated power. So the efficiency of this engine will be 72.2%. Okay, last we need to find out brake thermal efficiency. So we know the formula of brake thermal efficiency. It is denoted by eta BTH. It is equal to brake power upon MF into CV. So the final answer is 22.29%. Okay, so I hope that you are clear with this solution. Now let's see our question number 2. Now the question is displayed on your screen. A 4-cylinder 4-stroke engine is used to produce 200 kilowatt brake power at a RPM, that is 2500 RPM. Stroke to bore ratio is given, that is 1.2. If mean effective pressure is 10 bar and mechanical efficiency is 81%, you need to calculate bore diameter and stroke length of the engine. Okay, now over here you must be clear that it is a 4-cylinder engine. Okay, so K is a number of cylinders, which means K is equal to 4. Now 4-stroke engine, which means you need to keep in mind that is a number of power stroke will be equal to capital N by 2. Okay, now brake power is given, that is 200 kilowatts. So this brake power is for a 4-cylinder engine. Capital N, as you can see, it is 2500 RPM. Okay, L by D ratio, that is stroke to bore ratio, is given, that is 1.2. So we can write L is equal to 1.2 D. PM, that is mean effective pressure. So basically it is an indicated mean effective pressure, which is 1 bar, and mechanical efficiency is given, that is 81%. So in terms of fraction we can write eta m is equal to 0.81. Okay, so let's begin. What will be the technique to determine a bore diameter? So we would say that mean effective pressure, which means PIM, is given. So we have to use our formula of indicated power, that is plan by 60,000, right? Now for using that formula, our first target will be to determine indicated power, since in a data brake power is given, right? So we know brake power and we know mechanical efficiency. So can we determine indicated power? Yes, we can do that. We know the formula, that is eta n, that is mechanical efficiency, is equal to brake power upon indicated power. So in this equation, eta n is known and brake power is known for a 4-cylinder engine. So the total indicated power for a 4-cylinder engine will be how much? So it is equal to 246.914 kilowatt. Okay friends, so I hope that you are clear up till here. Now next, we can directly use our formula of indicated power, that is IP is equal to PIM ln. PIM means indicated mean effective pressure into area into length into L into K. Now why K? So we would say that indicated power IP, which we have found out, is for a 4-cylinder engine, whereas our formula of PLAN by 60,000 is for a single cylinder, that is plan by 60,000 is for a 1 cylinder. So on our right hand side we need to multiply by 4-cylinder, that is 4, right? So I have written into K. Okay, now after substituting all the values, we can say it is going to become 246.914 equals to, now remember pressure we need to keep in Pascal. So I have written 1 into 10 raised to 5 into area is how much? So we would say pi by 4 d square, right? So pi is 3.14 into d square. Now d is unknown, which we need to calculate. Okay, so d square into L. Now what is stroke length? So we would say in a data, stroke length is given in terms of a bore diameter. So we can write L is equal to 1.2 d, right? So in this equation I have written 1 into 1.2 d into small n. Now small n is our number of power stroke per minute, and for a 4-stroke engine we know it is capital N by 2. So we can write it as 2500 divided by 2, which means 1250 into 4, that is the number of cylinder, divided by 4 into 60,000. So our final equation will be in terms of d. Okay, so d cube. Now we need to take a cube root, so we can say the bore diameter after taking a cube root will be is equal to 0.1465 meter. So this is our bore diameter. Now once bore diameter is known, then we can use our formula of L is equal to 1.2 d in order to determine a stroke length. So you can see I have written 1.2 into 0.1465. So the final answer of a stroke length is 0.1758 meter. Okay guys, so I hope that you are clear with this type of a numerical in which we need to determine bore diameter and stroke length of our cylinder. Okay, let's see our last numerical, that is next numerical. Now, example number 3, the question is displayed on your screen. The following data is available for 2-stroke diesel engine. Okay, bore diameter is given 10 cm, stroke length is given 15 cm, engine speed is given 1000 rpm, torque developed is given, that is capital T, is 58 Newton meter, mechanical efficiency, that is eta m, is given 80%, indicated thermal efficiency, which means eta ITH, is given, that is 40%. Then calorific value of a fuel is given, that is 44,000 kilojoule per kg. You need to calculate indicated power, mean effective pressure is how much, and last brake specific fuel consumption. So let's first write down the data. So as you can see, the given data in which small d, that is bore diameter, it is given in centimeters. So first we need to convert it into meter. So I have written 10 centimeter is equal to 0.1 meter. Then stroke length L is equal to 15 centimeter is given, so in meter 0.15 meter. Then N is 1000 rpm. Okay. Then CV 44,000 kilojoule per kg and torque T 58 Newton meter. Now observe carefully. All this data is given. So how we can determine indicated power? What is the technique to determine indicated power? So we can say that once brake power is found out, then we can determine indicated power by making use of our formula of mechanical efficiency. So even mechanical efficiency is given, that is 80%. So eta m is equal to brake power upon indicated power. So brake power will be known and efficiency will be known. So we can directly find out IP, that is indicated power. So first let's determine brake power. So how we can do that? So as we know the formula, brake power is equal to 2 pi nt by 60,000. Okay, so 2 into 3.14 into n, where n is a engine speed which is given 1000 rpm, into torque is also directly given. Okay, if torque was not given, so what else could be given in place of that? So we can say that force would have been mentioned and diameter, that is brake drum diameter, will be given. So from that we can easily calculate that torque is equal to force into radius. Okay, but in our case, in this question, torque is directly given. So we are going to multiply it by 58. Okay, divided by 60,000. So we get brake power is equal to 6.073 kilowatt. Okay, now brake power is determined. So, but our target is what? IP, that is indicated power. So we know the formula of mechanical efficiency, that is eta m is equal to brake power upon indicated power. Directly we need to substitute, we get IP is equal to 7.59 kilowatt. Okay, now next target, second thing which we need to find out is mean effective pressure. So basically it is a indicated mean effective pressure. Okay, so we need to use our formula of indicated power, right? What is the formula of indicated power? So we will say IP is equal to PIM, that is mean effective pressure, PIM LAN by 60,000, or in terms you can say, you can remember in this way, plan by 60,000. Okay, so let's see further. Now in this over here you can see that I have written the formula of IP is equal to PM, that is mean effective pressure, into A, that is area, into L, that is stroke length, into small n, that is our number of power stroke, upon 60,000. So in this formula we know IP, okay, we know area, then we know stroke length, we know small n. So what is unknown? PM. So we can determine from this equation mean effective pressure. So you can see after substituting all the values, we get PM is equal to 3.866 bar. Actually the answer will be in a form of 3.866 into 10 raised to 5 Pascal, but after that you can directly convert it into a bar. So our final answer is 3.866 bar. Okay, now what is our next target to determine? That is our brake specific fuel consumption. So we know the formula of BSFC, that is MF upon brake power. But to determine BSFC we required mass of fuel. Now how we can determine mass of fuel? In a data it is not given. So we would say that in a data one thing is given, that is indicated thermal efficiency, eta ITH, as I have discussed. So from eta ITH can we find out MF, right? So what is the formula of eta ITH? So we can say that eta ITH is equal to IP upon MF into CV. Now see carefully, in this equation what is unknown? So we would say MF is unknown. eta ITH is given, IP is we have calculated IP, right, and CV is also given. So the unknown MF we can determine by using this equation. So after substituting all the values, we get MF is equal to 1.5529 kg per hour. Okay, now so we can directly substitute in our equation of DSFC is equal to MF upon BP. So our final answer of brake specific fuel consumption is 0.2257 kg per kilowatt hour. Okay guys, so with this we are completing with our numerical topic and even our chapter of internal combustion engine. In our next section we will start with our new chapter. So till then, stay tuned and thank you all.